Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to this explainer, designed specifically for you busy entrepreneurs out there. Today, we are going to break down exactly how to completely delete your fear of starting once and for all. We're pulling insights straight from high-performance coaching to tackle something that honestly plagues even the absolute most successful founders, that crushing weight of procrastination. Look, as an entrepreneur, your entire business relies on your ability to execute, right? To launch, to build, but there is this silent killer of progress, and it happens before you even type a single word or make a single phone call. So today, we're gonna unpack the exact roadmap to bypassing that initial friction entirely. We'll give you a totally tangible, step-by-step method to get moving when you feel totally paralyzed. Let's get right into it. You know the exact thoughts I'm talking about. Those paralyzing, looping thoughts we all get when we're staring down a new, daunting project. Like, what if I fail? What if people judge me? Or, hey, what if I start this and just can't finish it? If you're nodding along to this right now, believe me, you are absolutely not alone. These are the loudest questions in literally any high achiever's mind right before a major product launch, or before writing a critical pitch deck, or even hitting record on your first video. As founders, the stakes always feel incredibly high. And honestly, because we care so much about the outcome, our brains just naturally conjure up every single worst-case scenario imaginable. The heavy weight of these questions creates this massive, invisible wall of resistance between you and the work you know you need to do. And where do all those doubts ultimately lead us? To a really dangerous destination: getting stuck on someday. You wait another day, then it's another week. Suddenly, it's another year. Someday becomes this completely fictional place where conditions are somehow perfect, where you magically have more time, endless energy, and zero fear. But here's the reality check for high performance. Someday is where our biggest goals just get left stranded. Every single time you push a task to someday, you're paying a massive, compounding interest in lost opportunity and lingering stress. The work doesn't just disappear, right? It just sits there. It takes up your mental bandwidth and completely drains your focus away from the present. Let's move into section 1, deconstructing anxiety and looking at the illusion of fear. It's really interesting because if we completely rethink what we're actually feeling, we realize something huge. That heavy, anxious tightness sitting in your chest right now, it's actually worse than the work itself. Just think about that for a second. The dread of starting is literally more painful than the actual effort of doing the task. Why? Because it's a biological false alarm. Your brain is intentionally making the task feel absolutely massive to protect you from potential discomfort or failure. It's just an ancient survival mechanism doing its thing. Your brain senses a challenge like drafting some complex business proposal, and it immediately smashes the panic button. It's trying to keep you safe in your comfort zone by wildly exaggerating the effort required. Recognizing that this anxiety is just a protective illusion is the very first step to dismantling the whole thing. Moving on to section 2, the paradigm shift. It's time to rethink how we take action. Look, most people, even incredibly brilliant founders, fall right into this trap of waiting for motivation. You find yourself sitting around, waiting for that magical spark of inspiration. You know, that perfect morning where you wake up feeling utterly unstoppable and completely ready to conquer the world. But here's the hard truth derived from the source material. You do not need motivation at all. Motivation is a total myth. It's this fickle emotion that you absolutely cannot rely on to run a business. What you actually need is momentum. Motivation is passive. You have to wait for it. But momentum is active. You manufacture it yourself. We have to stop viewing motivation as a prerequisite to starting and start viewing momentum as the ultimate reward for taking action. But that momentum only arrives after you force yourself to push past that initial friction and take that very first action. You have to break the seal of an action. Think of it like a massive, heavy iron flywheel. Pushing it for the very first time takes an immense amount of effort. It feels completely impossible. But once it moves just an inch, well, the second push is slightly easier. The third is easier still. And pretty soon, the wheel is just spinning under its own power. That is exactly what breaking the seal means. It's committing to that single, localized burst of energy just to overcome your brain's false alarm. The hardest part of any journey isn't the miles in the middle, right? It's simply pulling out of the driveway. Which brings us to section 3, the micro-action method. This is where we learn to start very, very small. Okay, here is the practical application. You've got to find the absolute smallest possible move you can make right this second. If you are paralyzed by the thought of writing a 10-page sales page, do not try to write the sales page. Just write one single sentence. If you're terrified of starting a new, intense fitness routine to keep your energy up for your business, don't commit to a grueling 1-hour workout. Do one single push-up.
Just take one step. By shrinking the task down to something almost laughably small, you eliminate literally every excuse your brain has to stop you. Your brain's alarm system isn't going to trigger for one single sentence. It doesn't view that as a threat. And once you write that sentence, boom, the seal is broken. The momentum has begun. You're already moving. And suddenly, writing the second sentence feels completely natural. Now for section 4, winning the hardest battle and completely defeating inaction.
I absolutely love this quote. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. Look, perfectionism is often just a very clever disguise for procrastination. As an entrepreneur, of course you want your brand, your product, and your messaging to be totally flawless. We all do. But demanding perfection before you even begin is a guaranteed way to stay frozen in place. By executing just one small, imperfect task, a messy first draft, an unpolished outline, a rough prototype, you instantly defeat the anxiety. You've officially transitioned from a thinker to a doer. You win the absolute hardest part of the battle right then and there. Remember, you can always edit a bad page, but you literally cannot edit a blank page. Taking that imperfect action is the ultimate antidote to the fear of starting. So as we synthesize all of this, the mandate for you as a busy entrepreneur becomes crystal clear. You must stop waiting to feel ready and stop waiting to feel inspired. Those feelings, they're just luxurious traps. True high performance means operating regardless of how you feel in the given moment. It means relying on your systems, utilizing this micro-action method, and trusting that the inspiration and the readiness will meet you on the other side of your first action. Your business simply cannot afford to wait for your feelings to catch up to your ambitions.
Because here's the real magic. Once you start building that momentum, once you commit to breaking the seal with just one micro action today, a massive psychological shift happens. You're gonna look back at that giant mountain of anxiety you felt just minutes ago, and you'll find yourself asking, wait, why did I even have that fear of starting in the first place? You'll realize the monster in the closet was really just a shadow. The fear wasn't real, only the work is real. So I'm gonna leave you with this provocative thought to wrap up our explainer today. What is the one sentence, the one push-up, or the one microscopic step you have been avoiding today? And what would happen to your business if you stopped watching this right now and just went and did it? The momentum is absolutely yours to create. Go break the seal.